Joining me now is Adam Moskowitz. He's the attorney who is behind that class action lawsuit. Adam, it's a pleasure to have you here, frankly, partially because this is a complicated story. So can you break it down for our viewers how Sam Bankman-Fried and the other defendants are liable in your lawsuit? And please let us know, what are the plaintiffs in this case seeking?
Thank you, Katie. It sort of goes back to when we started our class action against Voyager Digital, which was a very similar company to FTX, and which was actually declared in bankruptcy 7 months ago. So we sort of have seen a preview of what's going to happen in FTX. But as it stands now, there's tens of thousands of investors from around the country and around the globe that all had their money parked at the FTX platform. It doesn't mean they were doing a single trade. Doesn't mean they were trading in cryptocurrency. FTX said, we are a safe investment bank to keep our money, and you will get interest based on the rate of Bitcoin. So with that, people thought it was a safe investment. Then they spent hundreds of millions of dollars to have the most famous, influential people around the world promote the product, again, like your commercial showed, to say that it's a safe product. So we've been called by hundreds, if not thousands, of consumers almost every week because we were involved in the Voyager bankruptcy for 7 months. A lot of those people were involved in FTX. And we now have a plan, which is amazing, where there's a possible road of recovery for all of the investors of FTX and Voyager, where they thought that there was no recourse ever. There's now a chance of relief.
And so, Adam, to that point, is there a way for the people that are now creditors in that Chapter 11 bankruptcy case, people like your clients, for example, people that parked their money at FTX, are they looking at a return of 100 cents on the dollar for what they put in there? Or are we talking about a small nominal amount as compared to what their investment was?
Most of these Ponzi schemes are an extremely nominal amount. That's the typical Ponzi scheme fraud. In the Madoff case, it got a little better because you had a lot of promoters who were collectible. The Voyager case, unfortunately, there's not that many people to go after except for Mark Cuban and the Dallas Mavericks, because they actually took road shows to promote this product. But for FTX, I think the bankruptcy is going to be a long, long road for the victims. However, what we've done now over the last few months is we have one state consolidated case in state court in Florida for certain investors. And we're going to ask the state court to make a determination quickly within the next month. Are these securities that should have been registered? And did these celebrities violate the federal touting laws? If the answer to the first question is yes, all of these celebrities are liable for promoting an unregistered security. It's going to be that simple. There's an actual avenue for every investor to possibly collect all of their money from these celebrities, because ironically, they happen to be some of the wealthiest people in the world. So there's actually hope here, because under strict liability, if these are securities, which the SEC said we think they are all the way back in 2017, if they are, these celebrities are going to have no defense. They promoted an unregistered sale of securities, so they are liable for all of the damages. And we feel very confident. We also have a federal class action filed in federal court here in Southern District of Florida, because FTC was based in Miami. So that's why everything's going to happen here in our backyard. And that federal class action covers all U.S. investors and all non-U.S. investors, because we represent people from Italy, from London, from China, from Paris, all around the globe.
Adam, there is this idea, you and I went to law school, of caveat emptor, right? Buyer beware. There are some naysayers that are saying your clients, for example, and other people that decided to park their money at FTX, as you say, you kind of have to figure out there's a risk when you get involved in the land of crypto. There's a risk when you're not even in crypto and you want to put your money, say, in stock in a certain company, whatever. There's market up and down, et cetera. What do you say to these naysayers or these critics that are like, dude, if you want to put your money there, you run the risk of maybe losing your money if this is just something that happened because of the market, or even these celebrity endorsers? Did they really know what they were doing? They were being paid to endorse something. Maybe they just got duped as well. I mean, what's your response to people that are critics about your lawsuit?
Well, Katie, we're lucky that we both went to the same law school. So we got the great education from the University of Miami School of Law. But it's such a clear issue, and it's an easy issue. It's ironic that 2 days ago, a case against Kim Kardashian and DJ Khaled got dismissed because they were going under the wrong theory. They were suing under RICO, under an unregistered securities claim. There is no caveat emptor. It does not apply. If you promote an unregistered security, it's your fault and your responsibility for doing that. So you are held strictly liable. If you look at any of the laws, and there's a lot of law on the SEC with unregistered securities, they're 100%. The SEC has never lost a single case when a celebrity has promoted one of these crypto products. They're 100 and 0. So I don't think there's going to be any dispute that this FTX investment, when you automatically went on to register with their platform, you were put into this interest account that was trading FTT, as you had said. So the question is the FTT a registered security? In 2017, the SEC wrote a letter to Coinbase, Voyager, and FTX and others and said, we think it is. We think it's a registered security. So we're warning all celebrities, if you promote this product and it's found to be a security, you will be held liable under the federal security laws and the anti-touting laws, because you have to disclose that you're a paid endorser and that you're getting paid in the money. They knew of the risk. They went ahead and did it anyway. Some companies like Coinbase, they said, we're going to stop selling interest accounts. We're going to listen to the SEC. Voyager and FTX, as we know now, were completely fraud. I mean, FTX has been one of the worst fraud cases. You know, the guy that ran the Enron dissolution is the new FTX CEO. He said it's worse than Enron. So FTX was fraudulent from pretty much day one. It was a house of cards. Why would it be surprising that their marketing is fraudulent? Sam said, I'm going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars and do something illegal. I'm going to have celebrities promote this stock without disclosing that they're each getting millions of dollars in stocks. That's a fraud. It shouldn't be surprising that it came from the guy that was transferring billions of dollars between his girlfriend in the Bahamas. So I'm sorry, but these celebrities didn't do their research. And the memos are going to show that Sam knew it was illegal. Sam knew that he was skirting the laws. And these celebrities didn't check it out. So as Joel Osteen says, it's just maybe a good Christmas for all of the investors that there's 32 billionaires out there that may have to pay up all of the money that's been lost.
Well, Adam Moskowitz, you clearly are a believer in your case. I will note you're also in Miami, where I am, and there's this very barren part of the Miami Heat arena right now that used to say FTX Arena. It no longer. Perhaps there are people out there that want to slap their name on the side of the Miami Heat Arena. Goodbye to FTX's name. Adam Moskowitz, thank you for taking the time to explain this very complex and yet in some ways very straightforward litigation that you have brought on behalf of your clients. We're obviously all going to wait and see whether or not a court agrees that it needed to be a registered security or not. But thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Katie.